Good evening and welcome to the Brown Social House Lethbridge Bulls pregame show for tonight's WCBL matchup between the league-leading Saskatoon Berries and the Lethbridge Bulls, live from Spitz Stadium here in Lethbridge. I am your host, Brent Redlinski, teeing things up for tonight's game that sees the Berries making their first ever appearance to Spitz Stadium. Light rain fell throughout the day, but that will not be putting a damper on tonight's game as the field is raring to go, nice and dry. The boys just took the tarp off a couple of seconds ago, and we're ready to go for this game that sees the Berries coming into tonight's game with a 32-6 record, tops the entire WCBL, and on pace to beat the league record of 44-12 that the Sylvan Lake Gulls put together just last season. The Bulls are putting together a pretty good season on their own, the record of 23-14, good for third place in the West Division of this WCBL, with a few games in hand of both Okotoks and Sylvan Lake, but they're only games in hand if you end up winning these games, and these games are getting very important to get down to the nitty-gritty of this stretch. The Bulls took a tough one the other night in Medicine Hat with a 9-5 loss. They started that game off giving up a touchdown, basically down 7-0 before they put anything together. Scored 5 runs to make it tight, but left the bases loaded in the top of the ninth to lose the game with Brendan McTavish stranding the 3 runners on base. Might have been but we won't talk about that. Also, last night, the Okotoks Dogs defeated these Saskatoon Berries by that same score of 9-5. A rare loss, obviously, for the Sylvan or for this Saskatoon Berries team. This should be a decent game here tonight. The Berries also are a loser. The Berries are led offensively by catcher Ethan Menard. Menard is currently hitting .416 in 24 appearances, along with 9 home runs and 29 RBIs for this Berries squad. Also having a great season for the Berries is Saskatoon native Corey Wooters, who's having himself an excellent second season with his hometown Berries with 31 RBIs. The Bulls are sending Medicine Hat native Brett Getz to the mound as tonight's starting pitcher. Getz, who's going to Okotoks on Saturday as part of the WCBL West Division All-Stars, has a 1-1 record on the season in 6 appearances so far. Getz took a no decision in his last appearance in the Bulls' 11-6 loss to Energy City on Saturday night. Also heading to Okotoks for the All-Star game, just announced today as a commissioner's pick / league pick. Bernie Sakaris. The league added one more player from the East and the West Division earlier today, and Sakaris was the no-brainer pick for the West, leading the entire WCBL in batting average at .435. A very deserving pick, to say the least. Has Bernie Sakaris joining the rest of the guys up in Okotoks on Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening for that marquee event in WCBL. It's always a great time for that event up in Okotoks. Should be a good one here tonight with the Berries. Their first trip to Lethbridge to take on the Lethbridge Bulls. We have later on. We have a former Lethbridge Bulls head coach, Chance Wheatley, going to be joining us on the pregame show, as well as Carlin Dick, and we have a special junior reporter that did a little shot for us yesterday, Fenella, who always sits right behind. I call her one of the bleacher creatures the other night. They sit right behind the Bulls dugout. She's a super fan, and she will be joining us for the Lethbridge Bulls pregame show coming up very soon. You're watching the Brown Social House Lethbridge Bulls pregame show just minutes before tonight's WCBL matchup between the first place Saskatoon Berries and the hometown Lethbridge Bulls from Spitz Stadium on FloCollege.
This summer, there's only one place to be, and that's Spitz Stadium.
You can sit here. Or here. You can sit here. Or here.
Or even here.
But not here. Get your tickets now at bullsbaseball.com and come experience Bulls baseball all summer long. It's going to be unbelievable.
We're sitting here with Saskatoon Berries assistant coach Chance Wheatley of the Saskatoon Berries. Chance, your guys' team is off to an unbelievable start. Well, it's not even started anymore. Just the season rolling 32-6. What's been the secret success so far?
We've played some good baseball. We got a pretty deep lineup, so that's been helped. That's the biggest thing. We got a lot of good players, and we're pretty deep.
The first trip up to your old stomping grounds here in Lethbridge for the Berries, and you guys have been unbelievable, a model franchise per se. Your first 2 years, you've been there since the start up in Saskatoon. What's it been like up in Saskatoon for you?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, we got a ton of support. The crowds have been awesome. You know, honestly, I couldn't ask for anything more. It's been great.
You're 32-6. You're hunting down a league record. I know that records don't mean anything. You want a championship is more important than anything. But is there kind of a little bit of talk around the locker room, because 44-12 is the record that Sylvan Lake had just last year? There's a little bit of talk on the bus trips and everything else. Hey, we could probably just beat this record pretty quick and pretty easy.
You know what? I maybe in the back of their heads, but I think we've done a pretty good job of just, as cliche as it is, just taking it day to day. And I think, yeah, maybe you do want to do that, but I don't think we've been thinking too much about it. And just like I said, taking each game one at a time.
We're talking about one of your guys hitting .416 in Bedard, and what's he been like? Because I know he's a bit of a live wire, a very eccentric per se. I guess he's very energetic. What can you say about him?
You know, the thing with Menard, he every day he's bringing energy to the ballpark, and it's contagious. And you know, he puts up great at bats all the time. He's a tough out. Yeah, he's swinging it well.
You got some guys going to the All-Star game. Everybody's got them. Who's some of your All-Stars that you thought that man, this guy's having a better year than I thought they're going to have when you recruited him? Is this guy's like? Because every team's got new guys every year. Do you have some guys that are stepping up a little bit? You thought, hey, this guy's going to be good, but you got some guys that are exceeding expectations a little bit.
Maybe a little bit. You know, you just don't quite know what to expect with some of the guys coming in. You recruit them because you think they are good, but you never quite know what you're going to get until they're up here. But yeah, we've had lots of guys just come up and play how you'd hope, honestly.
You have a great fan base up there in the ownership group with the Blades and the Rush and everything else. What's the ownership group been like up there to well, you're working for them, but they're probably working with you a little bit to see what works because they're new to the baseball world a little bit. What's it been like with the ownership group up there in Saskatoon and old Steve Hildebrand? What's he been like?
You know what? Like it's been phenomenal how much support they give us, how well the coaches and players will all get treated. I think that's a big reason why we're so successful right now as well. Is you know guys are getting their bodies taken care of and eating well, and you know, we're just treated really well, and it's paying off, I think.
32-6 must be doing something right. Obviously, winning the East Division, I think you pretty much have that locked up already. It's pretty tough to not have that locked up. But obviously, we're getting. But every year you've been around this league for a long time. Anything can happen come playoff time, where squads get thinned out a little bit. Guys got to go home. All of a sudden, you have an influx of grandmas who get sick at this time of year, and guys want to go home and everything else. What's Saskatoon Berries? What's your outlook on the postseason? You don't want to get too far ahead, but what's the outlook on the postseason? You got everybody sticking around for the long haul, or is it? There might be some surprises down the way.
No, I think we're set up pretty well for the playoffs with guys sticking around. You know, I don't think we got many guys leaving, so we should be all right for the playoffs. You know, depending on as you get later into the playoffs, and you might start losing a couple guys. You got guys report dates right around that 16th, 18th area there. So, but you know, I think we're in a really good spot.
My mother made 16 Saskatoon pies today here at Spitz Stadium for your guys' debut here. Are you getting sick of eating Saskatoon pie?
No, honestly, I like Saskatoon pie and I'm not sick of it yet.
We'll have to get a slice or two for you guys to get a couple of pies down to your guys' locker room. I asked Carlin was in here just prior to you coming on, and I ask everybody this kind of thing, and you guys are making winning look easy. What's the Saskatoon Berries will be successful tonight versus Lethbridge Bulls if what?
If we throw strikes and our pitcher gives us a good start.
It's actually that easy, isn't it?
That's the
all the magic and stuff that people talk about in the game of baseball, this, that, and everything else. If you throw strikes, your pitcher throws strikes, you have a better chance of winning.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's baseball.
Yeah.
5-year-olds play it.
Yeah, simple game.
Chance, good seeing you again. Thanks for coming and joining us on the Brown Social House Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report.
Thank you.
Thanks. Welcome to the Brown Social House Lethbridge Bulls pregame show. We're sitting here with Carlin Dick prior to tonight's game between the Saskatoon Berries and the Lethbridge Bulls. Carlin, the Berries come in with a record of 32-6. That's tough to do in any league, let alone WCBL. What do you know about this Chance Wheatley-led baseball team?
They're really good. Yeah, that's about the only way to put it. You got to be really good to be 32-6. So they're going to come in here and challenge us, and they're not going to be afraid of us, and we need to play our A game.
You guys are kind of in a stretch of win one, lose one, win one, lose one right now. And it's not one thing, it's another. You gave up a 7 spot early the other night against Medicine Hat out on the road at Athletic Park in the Gas City. What the heck happened? And you made a comeback in the 7th inning scoring 5, but just fell short. What happened in that baseball game?
Yeah, I just think we didn't really come ready to play. We didn't have our best stuff on the mound in the field at the plate, and it showed. And I think if we come ready to play, like, we have a really good chance against anyone in this league. It's just a matter of showing up for the game.
It gets a little bit tough. You got guys coming and going. Maybe guys are getting a little bit homesick. They're missing their home lives a little bit. Is that something you got to deal with? Because you went through the rigors of WCBL through the college season as well. Is that something you're dealing with a little bit with these guys that's saying, hey, man, it's just a few more weeks and it's the playoffs, and just try to stick it out and just come out and have some fun and play hard? Yeah,
for sure. We're in the dog days of the summer, but everyone's in that same boat, so it's kind of managing the workload of the guys. Like, they've played lots. Especially our main 9 has played a lot of baseball, so we're kind of in the dog days and just need to keep picking each other up and giving everybody opportunity and keeping them engaged as we push for the playoffs.
I don't know if you were partial to this news, but earlier today, Bernie Sakaris, Baby Burn, was announced to join the All-Star game up in Okotoks on Saturday. Guys hitting .435 to be left off the All-Star roster was kind of a slight, to say the least, anyways. But we won't get into that stuff. But what can you say about what Bernie's been doing night in, night out for the Lethbridge Bulls baseball team?
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job at the top of the lineup. He has incredible bat-to-ball skills. He runs like the wind, plays good defense, puts balls in play, hits balls hard, and leaves the yard sometimes. He kind of just does it all. He's a bit of a catalyst in our lineup, and it's really impressive to watch, and it's really, really awesome to have him at the top of our lineup.
You got Brett Getz going tonight on the mound for your Lethbridge Bulls baseball team. No decision his last time out against the Energy City Cactus Rats. That still doesn't really roll off the tongue like people probably hoped it would, but it just doesn't. Like, I'm not going to lie. So what can you say about Getz and what he's going to bring to this to try to stop this Saskatoon Berries train from rolling?
Yeah, he's going to try and keep him off balance. I think he'll attack hitters. He's got a pretty live fastball and a really good changeup. So as long as he's in and around the zone, I think we'll do just fine against this tough Berries lineup. I think he'll fare well. You played under Chance Wheatley, the assistant coach for the Berries. Did you have a chance to catch up with old Chance? I'm having Chance up here in a few minutes to have an interview with him. I told him he can't just nod and smile. He has to actually talk. Yeah.
Did you have a chance to catch up with Chance a little bit today and have a chat with him?
Yeah, I did for sure. Saw him before the game right when I showed up. It's awesome to see Chance. Love every time I get to see him and spend a little time with him.
He's one of the good guys around the league for sure. For sure. This Berries club, like, to win 32 games and be 32-6, looking to beat that record that the Sylvan Lake Gulls put together last year at 44-12, and they look like they're doing it pretty easy. I was talking to somebody a little bit earlier on today, and one of their losses was to one to Weyburn and one to Swift Current. It's not a slight to them by any means, but what do you know about this team and what you don't get a lot of scouting reports per se, but what have the guys been saying about what this Saskatoon team does?
Yeah, I think they can really hit from what I've seen. Like, they put up 17 hits in Okotoks 2 nights ago. That's pretty tough to do. And I think they fill up the strike zone. They got some really good arms. So I think from our perspective, we just need to be ready to hit and attack the zone and make them put the ball in play and let our defense make plays.
It's like you said, you got a core group of guys that are playing. Or has there been anybody? I don't name names. Or you can if you want. Doesn't matter. But you got any guys who have said, like, I need a night, or I need a time, or I just, like, I need just maybe just a little bit less today. Is it at that point?
I don't think any guys are vocally saying that. I think we've done a pretty decent job of managing workloads and managing their playing time and making sure that they're not going to be burnt out when we try and make the playoff push. So no one's really said that they need to get a lineup or need a day, but if it came to that and someone needed a day, that's just something you manage and you work around it.
We'll finish it off as we always do. The same question that I asked Josh and I asked Ryan. I'm going to ask you again. The Lethbridge Bulls win tonight's baseball game if what?
I think if we come ready to play and hit the ball, put the ball in play, and cause some havoc on the bases, I think that's the biggest thing. I know we'll pitch it. We've kind of pitched it all year, and I think if we can do a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball, I think we're going to have a really good chance tonight.
My mother made 16 Saskatoon berry pies today, so make sure you go get some.
I will.
Okay. Good luck tonight, Carlin, and have a good time.
Thank you.
The Lethbridge Bullhorn is all things regarding the Lethbridge Bulls of the Western Canadian Baseball League. The Bullhorn has the latest news regarding the Bulls with interviews with current and past players, signings, game recaps, and updates on all the events happening at Spit Stadium. The Bullhorn is your place for all things regarding baseball in Lethbridge. Get your horns up with the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report.
Hi, I'm Fenella Toth, and I'm going to be interviewing Dalen from the Lethbridge Bulls. What do you like about Lethbridge?
I would have to say the community. You guys come out and support us quite a bit, and there hadn't been too many home games where it's dressed like a bleacher night, so that's fun. It's fun to play in front of the crowd and have somebody, that's in your corner.
Yeah, I agree with that. What's your favorite MLB team?
I'd have to say the Braves. Rough year this year, but we'll be all right.
Who's your inspiration?
I'd have to say both of my parents. They've set an example of how to work hard and go out and earn the things that you want in life, and it really pushes me every day.
Serious question. Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts?
Tim Hortons.
Good job. Correct answer. Who has the messiest locker/stall?
No comment.
No comment?
Yeah, that'd be me.
Oh, that's great. Who do you hang out most with on the team?
We actually have a group of guys that get together and play poker and just hang out or whatever. So it's me, Spin, JC, our shortstop, Adrian Marquez, our relief pitcher, just got here. Let's see who else is in that group. Lee, our right fielder. Steve, Andrzejczyk. Poe gets in there sometimes. Lucas, our reliever. And then kind of just a mix. Ogie's in there. Carter sometimes. We just got a kind of revolving door of guys that come in and kind of hang out. And
That's fun.
we got a good group.
That sounds like it'd be a really fun group.
It is. It is. A lot of characters in that group.
Okay, well that's everything for the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
Welcome back to the Brown Social House Lethbridge Bulls pregame show prior to tonight's WCBL matchup between the Saskatoon Berries, the 32-6 first place overall in the league, 30 Saskatoon Berries, and the Lethbridge Bulls. It's time for the Shauna Gruninger Real Estate Group. Keys to the game. Keys to tonight's matchup sounds like me and producer Clayton were just talking prior to this. You can't make any unforced errors. You can't make any mistakes. This Saskatoon Berries team is far far, far too good to give them extra outs every inning, every at-bat. The Bulls have to come out with a little bit of emotion, a little bit of disparity, I guess, to get this thing done. They have to come out with a little bit of fire in their belly to try to get away from this one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But on the other hand, they did lose the last game, so maybe it's this time to the win one. Having the home crowd tonight should be a pretty good crowd tonight, even though the weather isn't the best. A lot of tickets have been sold, so it should be not too bad. The weather has cleared up, so it should be a lot of fun for those of you watching at home. Come on down and watch the game here at Spitz Stadium. But another thing, Brett Getz has to give some length to this team. Keep the ball on the ground. Don't give anything. Don't give this Saskatoon team a chance to hit the baseball. As Chance Wheatley just said, this team can really hit the baseball. So Brett Getz has got his money's worth, or his pockets full tonight, to try to hold this team down and not have their 33rd win of this regular season. The Bulls are in desperate need, some desperate times call for desperate measures. They don't want to fall behind the WCBL West Division leading Okotoks Dogs any further. And they have the games in hand, like I said earlier, but they're only games in hand if they come up victorious, not Victoria, victorious. So the Shauna Groninger, keys to the game. Keep the Berries off kilter. Keep them slow and steady off the pace. Don't let them run. Don't let them do a bunch of things that they're used to doing. Play great defense, and they'll have a chance. They don't do those things, and they give up a touchdown early on like they did against Medicine Hat on Tuesday night. It'll be the same result. It'll be the same day, different cover. So Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report brought to you by Brown Social House. Have a great time. Enjoy the game tonight, and horns up. Have a great night, folks, and enjoy the game.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome to tonight's WCBL matchup between the league-leading 32-6 Saskatoon Berries and their first ever trip to Lethbridge to face the Bulls. The Bulls sitting at 23-11, having themselves a great season thus far. Should be a great matchup tonight. Maxim Marakovic back from a little vacation he took away, a little bit of me time. He's back on the mound tonight for Lethbridge Bulls, looking to slow down this high-powered Saskatoon Berries offense that has been nothing short of spectacular this WCBL season, with only the 6 losses so far. One coming last night in Okotoks versus the Dogs at a 9-5 score. Also on Tuesday night, the Bulls lost by that same score of 9-5. It should be a great matchup tonight here in Lethbridge. The very first trip, like I said, of the Saskatoon Berries, and a homecoming of sorts for ex-Lethbridge Bulls head coach Chance Wheatley. Been a great The rain was falling a little bit earlier on today. The boys came, put the tarp on. Field looks like it's in great condition. The sun's coming out. We should be set for a great game here tonight at Spitz Stadium, home of the Lethbridge Bulls. It is Wild 95 country night here at the stadium. Boots the Goat is in attendance. There's actually a goat here at Spitz to get the festivities going. Saskatoon pie aplenty, made by my mother, being sold at the concessions. Everybody's having a really good time. Festive crowd here tonight. It's summertime baseball. It's unbelievable. It should be a great exhibition here with the Lethbridge Bulls going tonight. Special announcement, Bernie Sakaris, if you didn't listen to the pregame show, Bernie Sakaris just got invited to join the rest of the WCBL All-Stars, the 6 Lethbridge guys going to the All-Star game. Bernie got the invite today, the commissioner's invite. I'm not sure exactly the verbiage of what it was called, but an East Division guy and one West Division guy are going to be joining the WCBL All-Stars in Okotoks on Saturday. The umpires are just making their way onto the field. Behind home plate, Connor Jocelyn. Over at first base tonight, Mr. Ron Shuchuk, the crew chief, and over at third base, Cody Nelson. The umpires are ready. The teams are almost ready to go. They will send things down to our in-game host, Mr. Tony Days.
League. It's the Saskatoon Berries versus your Lethbridge Bulls. Here is the starting lineup and batting order for the Saskatoon Berries. Leading off and playing center field, number 20, Carter Beck. Batting second, playing first base, number 33, Ethan Menard. Batting third, at second base, number 31, Abian Medina. Batting in the cleanup spot, the catcher, number 8, Balin Sorensen. Batting fifth, at shortstop, number 11, Nathan Houston. Batting in the sixth spot, the right fielder, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 29, Corey Waters. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 2, Cooper Westland. Batting ninth, in left field, number 1, Jalen Freeman. Starting pitcher for Saskatoon Berries, number 22, Merrick Yeager.
And then I saw her face.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to send it down to field level for the introduction of the Bulls lineup with our game day host, Mr. Tony Days.
Oh, thank you very much, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are we doing tonight? It's a lovely Thursday night, isn't it? Refreshing because of the rain we had, and it's going to turn out to be a beautiful night. It is Country Fair night, sponsored by Wild 95. We have got, you might have seen, Boots the Goat. How many of you saw Boots the Goat on the concourse before game? Yeah, nothing like a goat, huh? We have got Cleo, the wiener dog, walking around somewhere as well. We have chickens, on the barbecue. We also have, I don't know if you can actually see it or not, way down there by the sold sign, right between the foul pole and the fence, we have Charlotte and her web. Hard to see, but trust me, she's there. Wilbur? Nope. Wilbur was on my junior bacon cheeseburger today. So we have got Country 95, Wild 95. I keep saying Country 95. Wild 95 on the patio. We also have Chinook equipment on the patio. MMP on the patio. We have also got, because we're playing the Saskatoon Berries, we've got ice cream and Saskatoon berry pie, so make sure you get that at the concession. And we want to congratulate Bernie Sakaris. He got the extra nod in the WCBL West Division pick for the All-Star game, which goes this weekend in Okotoks. So way to go, Bernie! Arr! All right, we're going to send it back up to Brian to find out who the player of the game is.
The Sisters Pub, Bulls player of the game from the game against Medicine Hat Mavericks on Tuesday. Player of the game is third baseman number 15, Will Turner. Will went 2 for 4 at the plate and also had an RBI. Congratulations to Will for his efforts. He wins a $25 gift certificate from Sisters Pub, the official game day pub of the Lethbridge Bulls. Tonight's umpires is assigned by the Western Canadian Baseball League. At the plate, Connor Jocelyn. At first base, Ron Shuchuk. At third base, Cody Nelson.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is normally where we would introduce you to T-Bone, everybody's favorite mascot. But T-Bone knew that he would be sharing the spotlight with Boots the Goat, and he doesn't play well in the sandbox when there's more than one animal. So, T-Bone, we punted him out for tonight, so let's give a big welcome to Boots the Goat! Go! Now, Boots can also do way more tricks than T-Bone, so Boots, can you shake a boot? Can you shake a boot? Shake a boot. There we go. Shake the other boot. Can you shake the other boot? Ow! Hey, how about a high five? Can you give a high five, Boots? High five. Here we go. High five. There we go. And one more, Boots. We need you to say a prayer. Say a prayer. And please help us beat the Saskatoon Berries tonight in the name of the Father, Son, and Boots. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Boots. Thank you so much. Here is the starting lineup for your Lethbridge Bulls, brought to you by Davis GMC, joined tonight by members of the Chinook West Little League squad. Leading off tonight, the left fielder, number 1, Bernie Sakaris. Batting second, the right fielder, number 10, Lee Matsuzaki. Playing first and batting third, number 23, Carter Clarehouse. Batting cleanup tonight, the designated hitter, number 26, Big Jack Kaliski. Batting fifth and playing second, number 8, Steven Andrichik. The center fielder is number 5, Brennan McDavish. Behind the dish tonight, number 19, Adonis Bernal. Playing third, number 9, Luke Wheatley. The shortstop is number 2, JC in the Sunshine Band, Spinoza. And tonight's starting pitcher is number 44, Maxim Marakovich. Ladies and gentlemen, make it loud for your starting 9. Tonight's national anthem is brought to you by the KCL Cattle Company. So at this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able. Remove your hats and join Brianne Urban in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, baseball fans, it's go time. Berries, Bulls on Wild 95 night, Country Fair night here at Spitz Stadium. The Berries lineup facing Lethbridge pitcher Marek Marakovich, leading off Carter Beck in center field. Ethan Menard playing first base, followed by Avian Medina at second. Batting cleanup, Balin Sorensen playing catching. Nathan Houston follows, playing third base or shortstop. Ethan Murdoch over in right field. Corey Waters, the DH. Cooper Westland at third base, and cleaning and leading, they're ending things off. Jalen Freeman playing out in left field for the Saskatoon Berries. Nice crowd rolling in here to Spitz Stadium, even though, like I said, the inclement weather a little bit earlier on today, but everything has calmed down. Slight wind out of the west, as always, going to cool things down a little bit. About 19 degrees at game time. Bulls sit at 23-14 on the season, .622 win percentage. 3 games back of the Okotoks Dogs, and 1 game behind the Sylvan Lake Gulls, but a couple of games in hand for both of these clubs. These two teams will meet again tonight or tomorrow night with the 7 o'clock game time as well. 2 games left, and it's the All-Star game, and then the Bulls are back at her in Sylvan Lake on Sunday afternoon. But first off, we have the Saskatoon Berries, league-leading Saskatoon Berries, facing off against these Lethbridge Bulls. Marakovich is ready. The umpires are ready. And it's time for Lethbridge Bulls baseball. Leading off, Carter Beck. Beck hitting .377 on the season. Second year in Saskatoon. 8 home runs thus far. And it's time for Lethbridge Bulls baseball. Here's the pitch. Marakovich starts things off with a strike. Always important to get the start things off smooth like that. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Saskatoon Berries inaugural trip to Lethbridge. Marakovich get the sign. 0-2. Ball outside. smattering of Barry's hats all over Spit Stadium tonight. A very popular item in the WCBL and right across Canada and the United States last year. Big seller. 1 ball, 2 strikes. New object in play. Marakovich delivers. Ground ball thrown across by Andrechuk for the first out of the inning. Brings up heavy hitting Ethan Menard. .416 on the season. Takes call strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Menard, a very energetic baseball player to say the least. Foul ball down the first baseline. Grounds crew really took care of the field this afternoon, get this thing ready to go. Little puddle down the first base side where the tarp got dumped, so there was some moisture out there. It'll dry up a little bit later on tonight. No balls, 2 strikes to Menard. He blew it by him for out number 2. Brings up the second baseman, Obium Medina. Medina from Ponce, Puerto Rico. .367 on the campaign. Marakovich sets to deliver. Gets ahead early, strike 1. Maxim Marakovich. Ground ball through just past J.C. Spinoza for a base hit. Brings up Balin Sorensen, the catcher. .6'2", 220-pounder, 286. Take strike 1. Marakovich working ahead early. Always a smart thing to do. Work ahead. Get in control. Ground ball in front. Picked up by Burnell. He throws it to first base for the third out of the inning. Great play. Mark that one 2-3 on the scorecard. The Saskatoon Berries had 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. There were no Lethbridge Bulls errors. After a half an inning, the Saskatoon Berries no score, and the Lethbridge Bulls coming to bat. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls, Western Canadian Baseball League Baseball on Flow Sports.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Greninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
We're back live at Spitz Stadium, post of tonight's WCBL baseball game between the Saskatoon Berries and the hometown Lethbridge Bulls. Leading off for the Lethbridge Bulls tonight, facing off against Merrick Yager, newly crowned WCBL West Division All-Star, Burn Baby Burn, Bernie Sakaris. Sakaris hitting .435 on the season, rightfully so, getting his call to the All-Star game on Saturday night in Okotoks. Takes ball one. Takes ball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. High fly ball out to left field. Caught by Freeman. Merrick Yager, the pitcher for the starter for the Saskatoon Berries from Moonster, Saskatchewan. Hutchinson Community College. 3-1 on the season in 7 starts. 5.94 ERA. 28 strikeouts in 33 innings pitched. Brings up Lee Matsuzaki. Matsuzaki got some very good news that I'm not sure I'm supposed to share it yet, but he's going to a different school in the fall that he's pretty happy about. Lee gave me some macadamia nuts the other day, and they were I didn't eat them because I'm allergic, but my wife she chowed those down pretty quick and she loved them. So thank you very much to Lee. I met him on the batting cage before the game today and had a little chat with him. One of the really good guys here for Lethbridge Bulls. Up 2-0 on the count. Foul ball out of play. Saskatoon berry pie aplenty here at Spitz Stadium tonight. Two balls, 1 strike to Matsuzaki. Big swing and a miss. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the first. He wore that one in the Adidas. That brings up Carter Clairhout. Clairhout also let me know before the game today he'll be going to Bellevue University next year, joining the rest of the WCBL over at Bellevue. Congratulations to Carter. Carter Clairhout making his way to the All-Star game in Okotoks as well on Saturday night. Ball on the outside. One ball, no strikes. Big swing and a miss. 1-1. 1 away, 1 on. Bottom of one. A lot of ones there, Clayton. One's on the screen. There's ones everywhere. Throws over to keep Matsuzaki in check. Big swing there from Clairhout to no avail. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jagger set to deliver. Ball to outside part of the plate. Other batter's box, actually. Really want to get down to brass tacks. Two and 2 count. Jack Kaliski on deck for the Bulls. Foul ball out of play. Wild 95 FM night at the ballpark. Chinook Equipment's out there at the Charlton Hill patio, as is MNP. Always nice to see the patio fill up on a day like tonight. Beautiful night here at Spitz. 2 and 2. Matsuzaki was going on the pitch, but foul to the backstop. He'll have to retreat to first base. Two balls, 2 strikes. Clairhout gets a piece of it, and it is gone over the bullpen in right field. A 2-run shot by WCBL All-Star Carter Clairhout to give the Bulls a 2-0 lead. Clairhout got a pitch right in his wheelhouse for his 8th home run of the season. Brings up Jack Kaliski. WCBL All-Star. Is going to be participating in the home run competition as well on Saturday night. Two-run shot by Clairhout. Just what the doctor ordered for these Lethbridge Bulls. A no-doubter over the bullpen. In fact, that one left the stadium, probably over by the tennis courts back there. Carter Clairhout, 8th of the season. Swing and a miss by Kaliski for the second out of the inning. Brings up Bulls second baseman Steven Anderchuk. Anderchuk, Kalispell, Montana native. Takes ball 1. One ball, no strikes. I think that ball just landed that Clairhout hit. Halfway to Coaldale by now. Yes, he did. Two balls, 1 strike. Jagger delivers. Big swing and a miss on the off-speed stuff. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Anderchuk. High and inside. Anderchuk, 291 on the campaign. Takes ball 4 for a walk. Brings up another WCBL All-Star, Brennan McTavish. Bulls looking to add another one here in the first. Give Marakovich a little bit more of a buffer. Single from McTavish. Slaps it the other way. Made that look pretty easy. Brings up the catcher, Adonis Burnell, with 2 out. Anderchuk advances to second. Bit of a mix-up there with Yager and the catcher. Called strike. One person was thinking fastball, one person was thinking something not a fastball, and didn't turn out well for the catcher. Little meeting of the minds out there. One's a fastball, two's a curveball, three's a changeup. Keep it easy. Get that straightened out. Nonetheless, 0 for 1, or 1 ball, no strikes. I thought they called that a strike. They did. Scoreboard has needs a little touch up. Bulls looking to put up a really big number here in the first. One ball, one strike. Burnell just gets a piece of it. One ball, 2 strikes. Burnell, ground ball to the shortstop. He makes a great play for the 3rd out of the inning. Mark that one 6-3 on the scorecard to end the inning, but not before the Lethbridge Bulls put up 2 runs on 2 hits, and there was no Saskatoon errors. After 1 complete, it is the Lethbridge Bulls 2, the Saskatoon Berries no score. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball live on FloCollege.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
We're back live at Spitz Stadium. Bulls lead 2-0 after the first inning of play. Leading off for the Saskatoon Berries, Nathan Houston. Marakovich set to deliver. Houston showing some signs of a bunt. get people thinking a little bit differently. Fly ball deep. Caught by Burn Baby Burn, Bernie Sakaris. Hit well. Brings up the right fielder, Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Takes strike one. Marakovich working ahead again, once again. Murdoch, 309 on the season. Ground ball through the left side for a base hit. Brings up Corey Woders. One ball, no strikes. Marakovich working with one out. First runner of the night for these Berries. No, it's not. First runner of the inning. I got that one wrong. Another base hit, 2 in a row. Brings up Cooper Westland after back-to-back singles.
Third baseman number 2, Cooper Westland.
Murdoch advanced to second on the base hit. Westland, Lincoln, Nebraska native, bunts, and it's a good one. Going to have to be a really good play by Burnell. He could not get him. A great bunt by Westland. Burnell made a valiant effort on the play, but to no avail. Brings up the left fielder, Jalen Freeman, with the bases loaded. Marakovich in a little bit of trouble here in this second inning. No defense to a great bunt, and that's what that was. Foul ball to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. Bulls lead 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Bases loaded. Good pitch, didn't get the call. Another base hit. They'll score 1. Makes the score 2-1. Still 1 out. Brings up Carter Beck. Grounded out to second base his first at-bat. Bulls looking for a ground ball here. Ball one. 2-1 Bulls lead, top second. Just as Saskatoon Berries assistant coach Chance Wheatley said in the pregame, this team can really hit, and they're showing it in this second inning. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and one. Night and day this inning compared to the last. Three balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded on a Thursday night, second inning. Ball low for ball 4 and the walk. Bases loaded, walk to push across the second run of the inning. Time call out comes Lethbridge Bulls pitching coach Josh Bergman to settle down the nerves a little bit. Brings up Menard, who can really swing it. One out, base is still loaded for the Saskatoon Berries. League leading Saskatoon Berries 32-6. Looking to take over the single season record that was just set last year by the Sylvan Lake Gulls at 44-12. Menard leads off with a ball 1. Ball 2, didn't get the call on the inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, top of second. Called strike 1. Marakovich getting the signs from Adonis Burnell. Fly ball to center field. That should do the job. Both runners tag. One runner scores to make the score 3-2 Berries on the sac fly. Brings up Medina. Runners at first and third. Medina singled his first at bat. 3-2 Berries lead, top of the second. Strike 1. Saskatoon Berries fans walking down the lower concourse behind the home plate club with some Saskatoon berry pie in their hands. A little touch of home, I guess. Mrakovich set to deliver. Fouled over to the Saskatoon Berries dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Berries lead 3-2. Long half inning for Mrakovich. Looking to get out of a tight jam here. There's the first and third. Runner going. Throw down to second by Brunel. To no avail. One ball, 2 strikes. That steal of second base takes the force off. Makes things a little more difficult. Should there be a ground ball in the infield. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mrakovich looking to get out of this one right here. He struck him out, but didn't hold on to it. Throw down to first to make it official. Call that one a strikeout with a drop ball. But not before the Saskatoon Berries scored 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no Lethbridge Bulls error, and 2 Berries were left on base. It is after 1.5 innings. It is the Saskatoon Berries 3, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You are watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL baseball on FloCollege.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
We're back live at Spitz Stadium. Bulls down 3-2 after not a great first or great second inning. Leading off for the Lethbridge Bulls, number 8 hitter Luke Wheatley. Wheatley gets a good piece of it out to right field for the first out. Brings up the shortstop, J.C. Spinoza. Foul back to backstop for strike one. Spinoza, 230 on the campaign. Just hasn't seemed to have gotten it going as of so far this WCBL season. Still lots of baseball left. Battling some leg issues throughout the campaign. Takes ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1. Jagger gets a brand new baseball. Three-2 to Spinoza. Sakaris on deck. And he wears one. That'll get him a pass down to first base and a date with athletic therapist Gord Watt a little bit later on tonight. Brings up Bernie Sakaris with 1 out. Spinoza at first. Jagger, new baseball, new life. Here's the pitch. Foul out of play into the parking lot. No balls, 1 strike to WCBL All-Star Bernie Sakaris. Jagger ahead early, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Jagger throws it over to keep Spinoza honest, they say. No balls, 2 strikes. Sakaris with a big swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. Brings up Lee Matsuzaki. Mayor of Spittsville has made an appearance here at Spitz Stadium, Mr. Mel Collier. Looks like he's got himself a taco in a bag and a Pepsi down there. Swing and a miss by Matsuzaki. Carter Clairhout on deck. Homered his last at-bat. Scored Matsuzaki after he was hit by a pitch. An off-speed pitch. Swung on a miss for strike number 2. And he got him for strike 3. The Bulls scored no runs, had no hits, and left 1 runner on base. And there were no Saskatoon Berry errors. After 2 complete, it is the Saskatoon Berries 3, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
We're back at Spitz Stadium, where the Saskatoon Berries lead 3-2. Tale of two cities these first couple innings. Both teams had some chances. Saskatoon took advantage of their chance and got 3 in the top half of the second, while the Bulls squandered an opportunity to put up a bigger number in the second, or in the first. But it is 3-2 Berries in the top of the third inning. Valen Sorensen to lead off. Marakovic still up for his third inning of work. Leads it off with a strike one. Sorensen grounded out his first at bat. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Marakovic ahead early. Threw the 59-footer for ball one. One ball, 2 strikes. Taken strike 3 by Marakovic. A little bit delayed call there by the umpire. I thought it was a strike, and he thought it was a strike. Just didn't know what the final result was going to be there. Everybody's got their own style, I guess, back there. First out of the inning. Brings up Nathan Houston. Deep fly to right field again. And this time it is gone. Hit in the same part of the ballpark, his first at bat, but just a little bit further this time around for a solo home run by Houston. Sakaris went back on it, thought he had a little bit of room, but to no avail. And the Berries take a 4-2 lead in this third inning. Berries have their 6th hit of this ball game. Brings up Ethan Murdoch, who singled his first at-bat. Ground ball Espinosa over to Clarehout for the second out of the inning. Brings up the DH, Corey Waters. Waters singled his first at-bat. Ball one to the backstop. Foul ball onto Parkside Drive. One ball, 1 strike. Bulls down 2 after the solo home run by Houston. Foul to the backstop. .1, the Ranch Bat Boys working hard. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Marakovic then looking to get out of the inning. With only one across. Big swing and a miss, and he does. But not before the Saskatoon Berries add another one with the solo home run by Houston for the single run. There were no runners left on base and no Lethbridge Bulls error. After 2.5 complete, it is the Saskatoon Berries 4 and the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL Lethbridge Bulls baseball on FloCollege. The third inning, batting for the Bulls, Carter Clairhout. 2-run home run, his first at bat of the game. Yager out for his third inning of work. One ball, one strike. Carter Clairhout, Red Deer native. One ball, one strike. Balls, one strike. Clairhout looking to get on base. A hot shot down first. Picked off by Menard for the first out of the inning. Brings up Jack Kaliski, the designated hitter tonight. Big Jack Kaliski, San Antonio, Texas. Ground ball through left side for a base hit. His first of the evening. Brings up Andrzejczyk. Andrzejczyk hit by a pitch his last at-bat. Reached safely though. Ball one. Strike one, sorry. Yager. Ground ball at the middle. Should be two. There's one by Kaliski. Two the easy way. Old 6-3 double play up the middle. That'll do it for the bottom of the third inning. The Lethbridge Bulls had one hit, scored no runs, and left no runners on base. And the Saskatoon Berries had 0 errors. After 3 complete, it is the Saskatoon Berries 4 and the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball on FloCollege. We're back for the top of the fourth inning. Saskatoon Berries leading 4-2. Leading off for the Berries, Cooper Westland, followed by Jalen Freeman and Carter Beck. 8-9-1 hitters for this Saskatoon squad. 32-6 on the season. Ball one. Marakovich out for his fourth inning of work, sitting at 47 pitches. Two balls. Three and 0. Going to make the assumption that Westland is probably taking here. And without fail, strike right down the middle of the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Barry's third base coach, Chance Wheatley, had a nice conversation with Cody Nelson, the umpire down at third base. Foul back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Marakovich battling back, sitting at 51 pitches in the fourth. Fielder's playing straight away. And he walked him on 6 pitches. No action down in the Bulls bullpen as of yet. Still a few people chowing down on the Saskatoon berry pie. Westland going. Burnell comes up throwing. And safe at second. Close play. Burnell wanted it. Spinoza thought he had it. But Nelson called him safe at second base. Which I think was the correct call. What about you, Clayton? Producer Clayton thinks it was also the right call. Strike on the pitch. Ground ball to Anderchuk. Plays it nice off the hop for the first out of the inning. Hit hard. Brings up the Berries leadoff hitter for his third at-bat of the evening, Carter Beck. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Berries lead 4-2. Big swing and a miss. I must be happy, and I know it, Clayton. I'm clapping my hands out here. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third for this Berries team, looking to add to their lead. Ground ball barehanded by Marakovich. To no avail by Marakovich. That'll score another run. Base hit up the middle by Carter Beck. Scores Westland. Brings up the WCBL All-Star Ethan Menard. Beck reaches first. Roy McDonald went to see how Marakovich's hand is. He seems to be all right. Still no action in the Bulls bullpen. 5-2 Barry's lead. Looking to add to it here. Throw over to first. Shadows starting to creep in. Sun going down here in Lethbridge. Great night for baseball. Beck's off and running. This time he got him at second. Mark that one down. 2-4 on the steal. Caught stealing, Beck was. Great play by Adonis Bernal at home plate there. Strike called on the pitch. Marakovich looking to get out of this one with no more damage. Barry's team can put up runs in bunches. Hence the 32-6 record. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. Nice crowd on hand at Spitz Stadium on this Thursday evening. Saskatoon Berries, league leading in town. Good draw. First time the Berries have been to Spitz in their short, illustrious history. 58-footer for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Hit deep to center field. But a great, oh, it's off the wall. Couldn't handle it. I thought McTavish had made the play off the Spitz Stadium sign out in center field. Couldn't bring it home. Menard advances to third. Deepest part of the ballpark for a triple. Brings up Medina. Ron Schuchuk inspecting the baseball. Long-time WCBL umpire. Olympic umpire, nonetheless, as well. One of the full-time guys around the league. Foul ball into the parking lot for strike 1. Barry's threatening to add another one. Popular place here at Spitz Stadium all of a sudden. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Two balls, 1 strike. Marakovich having trouble finding the strike zone as of late. Big fly ball to the fence, and it is gone for a 2-run home run. A 2-run shot by Madonna to increase the lead to 7-2. Just over the wall, just over the 98.1 Ranch FM sign. Now the bullpen will get going. 7-2 Barry's lead, a 3 spot here in the top of the 4th inning. Barry's looking to add some more. Balin Sorensen, the catcher, coming to plate. Sorensen struck out his last at-bat. 7-2, Barry's lead. Big crooked number in this inning. Foul ball to Parkside Drive. Balin Sorensen. This Barry's team can sure swing it, as was stated by third base coach Chance Wheatley in the pregame. Marakovich up to 68 pitches. Bulls bullpen is stretching out quickly out there. Imagine this will be Marakovich's last batter. Check on the swing. Did not go, says umpire Ron Shuchuk. Two balls, two strikes. And he struck him out. But not before the Saskatoon Berries put up 3 more runs on 3 hits. There were no Lethbridge Bulls errors and no one left on base. After 3.5 complete, it's the Saskatoon Berries 7, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL Lethbridge Bulls baseball on FloCollege.
Saskatoon 7 and the Bulls 2. Tony, you're down there at field level for a little bit of a baseball talk.
Yes, it is the Brown Social House mid-game report. I'm joined by bench coach Miles Fletcher. And Miles, obviously, you approach every game differently, but a night like tonight, you're coming up against a 32-6 team. Every one of your players has to be at the top of their game, not where you wanted to be after 4.5 innings, but hey, there's another 4.5 to go.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we knew it'd be a tough test coming in, and everyone would have to be at their best. And yeah, we got a little bit of work to do, but I think we got it in us.
All right, talk a little bit about, number one, Bernie Sakaris, late addition to the All-Star game. Fantastic news for Bernie, eh?
Absolutely. I'm so proud of him. I mean, he's a spark plug at the top of our lineup. We go as he goes, and yeah, it's a good recognition for him.
Thanks for your time tonight. Good luck, Coach. We're back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bulls trail 7-2. Barry's bats have really come alive after that first inning, and it's a 3 spot in the top of the 4th. But up comes Brendan McTavish to try to cut the lead down a little bit. McTavish, valiant effort on the Menard triple earlier on in the top of the 4th. Ground ball to second base for the first out of the inning. Brings up Bulls catcher Adonis Bernal. Bernal grounded out to the shortstop. Made a very nice play in the first inning to get themselves out of trouble. What could have been, the Bulls had some runners on base. Could have been, should have been, would have been one of those deals. Bulls trail 7-2. Takes a strike. Wild 95 night.
These two teams will square off again tomorrow night, 7:05 start here on FloCollege. If you can't make it down to the ballpark. Base hit for Adonis Bernal. Brings up the third baseman, Luke Wheatley. Wheatley, Calgary native, looking to get something going here for the Bulls. Takes ball one. Burnell with the oven mitt on over at first base, just in case he decides to head over and steal one. Two balls, no strikes. Runner on first. Bernal with a generous lead. Ground ball. Little Hendo hop. Bernal out at second. Wheatley safe at first on the 5-4-3 attempt. Brings up Spinoza. J.C. Spinoza. Canisius College. Or Canisius, sorry. Bulls players out selling 50-50s in the stands. Ball one just inside. Bulls trail 7-2. Lights just got turned on here at Spitz. Beautiful night for baseball. Every night's a beautiful night for baseball. In this fledgling broadcaster's opinion. Producer Clayton tends to agree with me. Producer Clayton will also be heading to the WCBL All-Star Game as up the HN Live broadcast of the event. 2 balls, 1 strike to Spinoza. Sakaris on deck. Wheatley at first. Three balls, 1 strike. Bulls need base runners any way they can get them. Ball 4 for Burn, baby, burn. Bernie Sakaris. He's due. Be in the Bulls' best interest to put up a some kind of number this inning, as opposed to 0, which is a lack of a number. Not only are we informative, we are educational here. Pop up by Sakaris to center field and handled. The Lethbridge Bulls scored no runs on 1 hit. There were 2 men left on base and 2 runners left on base and no Saskatoon Berry errors. After 4 complete, it is the Saskatoon Berries 7, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL Lethbridge Bulls Baseball live on FloCollege.
If there's one thing that connects people from across our province, something that connects the coffee shop to the spray park or the brewery, to the rodeo, the campground, to the sports field. It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected, because it truly is. And it's all we think about, so you don't have to.
We are back for the top of the fifth inning. Barries lead 7-2. Offensive onslaught last couple innings. Marakovic back out to start his fifth inning of work. Barries with 9 hits to the Bulls 4. Bulls jumped out to an early 2-0 lead in the first inning, but it has been all Barries since. Swing and a miss. By Houston, who hit a towering home run his last at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like we have a baseball that has entered the field of play over by the first baseline. Over by some kids playing out in the kid zone out there. No harm, no foul. One ball, 1 strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Two and two. .8:28 on the clock. We'll be joined by Mark Stiles, Managing Director of Corporate Partnerships and Marketing for WCBL next half inning. In town to watch the game. He's going to come and spruce up this little broadcast here. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Marakovic still with a little bit of life in him. Brings up Murdoch. Top of the fifth inning. Bulls trail 7-2. Foul ball down the third baseline. Bulls need to put up a 0 here. Imperative, I think. Little pop-up. Just out of play on top of the grandstand here at Spitz Stadium. No balls, 2 strikes. One out. Strike 3 called. For the second out of the inning. Murdoch did not agree with that call. But, in the words of Ron Shuchuk, this is not a democracy here. And that's just kind of the way that works. 2 out. Brings up Waters. Marakovic getting a new ball, giving his catcher a little bit of reprieve, some would say. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Here's the pitch from Marakovic. Gets the call, strike 2. Bulls trail, 7-2. Fielders were all leaving. They thought that was strike 3, but once again, it's not a strike. The umpire calls it. Brendan McTavish in center field, he was halfway into the dugout by that point. Had to retreat. 58-footer for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Donis Burnell taking a bit of a beating back there. No worse for wear. Catchers, they're a different breed, just like hockey goalies. Everything's okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball up the middle. Picked up by Andrechuk. Throws it over to first base. And Clairhout can't handle it. Throw was high. Choice of trying to hold on to the bag and then catch the ball, and didn't end up doing either. Probably marked that one down a E4. That's what it says on the scoreboard. Great minds think alike. Score, the guys in the press box and me in the media room both call that an E4. I'm sure there's someone, probably the second baseman's mother, saying it was E3, but that's kind of how things work. One pitch later, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. The Saskatoon Berries scored no runs on no hits. There were 1 man left on base and 1 Lethbridge Bulls error. After 4.5 complete, it's the Saskatoon Berries 7, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL Lethbridge Bulls baseball on FloCollege. The Lethbridge Bullhorn is all things regarding the Lethbridge Bulls of the Western Canadian Baseball League. Bullhorn has the latest news regarding the Bulls with interviews with current and past players, signings, game recaps, and updates on all the events happening at Spitz Stadium. The Bullhorn is your place for all things regarding baseball in Lethbridge. Get your horns up with the Bullhorn, the Lethbridge Bulls Baseball Report.
This summer, there's only one place to be, and that's Spitz Stadium.
You can sit here. Or here. You can sit here. Or here.
Or even here.
But not here. Get your tickets now at bullsbaseball.com and come experience Bulls baseball all summer long. It's going to be unbelievable.
We're back high above Spitz Stadium. The Lethbridge Bulls trailing 7-2. Kind of watching the Davis chicken race in between a period. Didn't go as well as game day host Tony Days had hoped to, but nonetheless, kids are having fun out there, and that's half the battle. A lot more fun than Lethbridge Bulls are having right now. Bulls trail 7-2. The Berries team can really hit, but the Bulls have just as potent of an offense, and the right guys to do it right now with the 2, 3, 4 hitters up to bat, and Lee Matsuzaki, Carter Clairhout, and big Jack Kaliski. Merrick Yeager still up to out on the mound to pitch. We're joined in the booth by Mark Stiles, Managing Director of Corporate Partnerships and Marketing for WCBL. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Listen, Brent, I'm good. Beautiful night, like I heard you say earlier, and we were all a little bit worried about the weather, but it's all played out well. So, yeah.
Down here in Lethbridge, you never know. People don't like the weather. Wait 5 minutes. Mark, the WCBL's flagship event gets going this weekend out in Okotoks with the home run competition and the All-Star game. What's the excitement level around the league and around the partnerships that we got going on?
Yeah, well, thanks for Brent. I appreciate you asking that. So Fortis Alberta is the title sponsor, and then I'll tell you what's real exciting is we got a Pete the Plumber home run derby, where if one of the players hits the target, it's like the old golf insurance.
Yeah.
So if somebody hits the target, they get $10,000, not the player. Somebody in the stands.
Some lucky
fan. Yeah,
wins
some
10
lucky
grand.
fan, exactly. So
reason to get a ticket to go to the game in Okotoks. That event is taken in. It's such a great event. Okotoks does such a good job with it. I know it's moving on to I think Saskatoon next year. But how has that event grown in your time with the league, and just how great a job?
Yeah, well, first off, full marks to the Dogs, and listen, they work so hard at this. They're probably exhausted with putting it on for the last 2 or 3 years, but the Dogs would tell you, Brent, and I believe this to be true, that it's probably time to move it around. We got 12 teams, and so the Berries wanted it, and the Berries have it for 2026. So, but the Dogs couldn't be better hosts. And we'll have minimum 6,000 people there on Saturday, so it'll be great.
The home run competition should be a lot of fun, and in the game itself, I know the players really enjoy playing in it. Another one of the initiatives that came through the league this year that was you're doing was with BrokerLink and the used equipment drive that's going to be going around the league this year. We're having our next Friday night here in Lethbridge when Fort McMurray's in town, and I know Medicine Hat's having theirs right away. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, no, happy to, and thanks for bringing it up. We're going to collect. Well, you know what? This is about what we are. We're philanthropic. We're a community, and we give back. And those are easy words to trot out, Brent. But as you know, with the Bulls, you got to be giving back. So we've got a used equipment drive this year. We've got a food bank drive this year, and those are the things that we need to engage our partners and our fans with.
It really helps. It gets the guys out there in the public a little bit. I know they're only here for a short period of time, but it really helps to get people involved and get the team. I know our guys really like doing those things and helping out the community. It makes them feel like stars around these small towns that they play in throughout the summer.
Well, you know what? I love hearing that story because that kind of warms my heart, because we're doing a really good job, and if the players feel that way, it's good. So I'll be probably in Saskatchewan for 3 or 4 of those games, and everybody buys in. It's good.
We talk about the All-Star game this week, and it's going to show what kind of strength the league is in. Let's not say it's all rainbows and unicorns, but we won't get into that tonight. But the league's in a pretty good spot throughout with Saskatoon as is here tonight. Tell us a little bit about the league.
Yeah, no, we can get into that tonight, Brent, because the league is healthy, and people need to know that. So do we look at expansion? Yes, and that falls on Mark Stiles a little bit with Kevin Kavami. So we would like to, maybe by 2027, we'll call it 2028, have this be a 14 city junket. But yeah, like overall we're healthy. We will draw close to 500,000 fans this summer, and again that will be a record number. So I know what you're alluding to. We do have a how I put it, we got a ballpark that we need to get finished in Edmonton, but I talk to Pat Cassidy all the time, and Pat's he's going to get that thing done, so it'll be good.
Okay, Mark, thanks for joining us here at the Lethbridge Bulls on FloCollege. I got that one in for
Yeah,
you.
you did. But by the way, that was a good one to get in.
There
So,
we
yeah.
go. So here at FloCollege, thank you very much for joining us here in the broadcast booth. We'll see you in Okotoks on Saturday night.
I will see you, my friend, on Saturday. Brent, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
It's pretty amazing when you think about how it's all connected. Because it truly is. And it's all we think about. So you don't have to.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
We're back at Spitz Stadium. Lethbridge Bulls trailing 7-2, top of the sixth. Now pitching for these Lethbridge Bulls, Julian Peterson. Strike one. Good to see Mark Stiles, hard-working man Mark Stiles, throughout the WCBL. Known Mark for a number of years. I was played junior hockey in Fort McMurray back in 1994, and he was the voice of the Oil Barons on the rock station back then. The Mob, McMurray Oil Barons. Kind of an odd, got hit by a bouncer. Must have got him in the knee. Like he got shot from the grassy knoll in Dallas right there. JFK reference there. Producer Clayton, did you get that one? He got that one. I got a few years on Clayton, so sometimes I don't know what he knows that I know that he knows that I know. But turns out he knows more than I know. Does that make any sense, Clayton?
I don't know more than you know.
Man of many words, old Clayton. Clayton Yates. Called strike one. Carter Beck at the bat. Top of six. Julian Robertson throws over to first. Robertson, Ontario product. Ball two on the outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of strangers here tonight, Clayton. Clayton's not from around here, so just about everybody's a stranger, I think, to Clayton. Well, if you can't have fun on nights like this, when can you have fun, right, Clayton? Yeah. Little pop-up. Burnell over. Makes the catch. Carter Clairhout, uncharted territory. He came over to give Burnell a hand. A little more harm than good, I think, old Clairhout did that. But we'll call that a F2 nonetheless. Brings up Menard, who had that deep fly ball to center field that was almost caught by Brennan McTavish last inning. Really changed the fate of that inning. Ball to the backstop. Jalen Freeman. Merch and fun things to give away by Wild 95. One ball, one strike, runner at second, one out. There's a person standing in front of me with got a Boston Red Sox hat on with an entire Saskatoon berry pie in their lap. My mom will be quite happy with the sales of those pies. She was a little bit nervous that no one was going to buy any. I said, Mom, you're crazy. Everybody loves pie, and everybody loves her. So it all goes hand in hand. One ball, two strikes, one out. Bulls trail 7-2. Barry's team is on a heater this season, 32-6. Lots of baseball left here. Roberts needs to put up a 0 here, though. Two balls, two strikes. What's the name of this song, Clayton? Do you know?
I don't know.
Probably heard it 1,000 times in my life. I don't know what it is. A little homework assignment for you tonight. I don't even know how you would Google that, though. Two balls, two strikes. Robertson set to deliver. Ground ball picked up by Wheatley. He looks the runner back to second. Throws across the Clairhout for the second out of the inning. Mark that one down 5-3 on the scorecard. Brings up Medina. Funky cold Medina. Big home run his last at-bat. Surprised I haven't used that funky cold Medina reference already tonight. Now I can't. It's done. Should save that one for a little bit later on. There's nothing to talk about, Clayton. 7-2 Bulls trail. Fly ball out to Sakaris. He plays on a hop. That'll score another run. Now Medina advances to second on an ill-advised throw. Sakaris playing a little bit deeper than he maybe should have been. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. 8-2 Barry's lead. Brings up the catcher, Sorensen. 8-2. Nice pitch for strike one. Sorensen 0 for 3 on the night, 285 on the season. Really good numbers for a catcher. Fly ball, another base hit, picked up by Matsuzaki. Close play at the plate, but he's safe. Medina safe at home plate. Sorensen advances to second for the 9th run of the inning, or of the game. Brings up Nathan Houston. (9-2). Not what the Bulls faithful was looking for tonight. Lots of baseball left. Still 12 outs to get for the Berries over the Bulls. Three balls, no strikes. Bulls trail 9-2, top of 6. Walked them on 4 straight. Looks like there's some action out in that Bulls bullpen. Burnell, first and third situation, calling some signals. See what they're going to do here. Try to get out of this inning with the 2 runs against. Got to stop the bleeding at some point. Get the crowd back into this one a little bit. Patios are full here at Spitz Stadium. Charlton Hill patio. If you're in the Lethbridge area, one of the best places to sit here at Spitz Stadium. Also over on the Timber Tech Terrace, the sunniest place in Lethbridge. Looking to end the inning right here with a strikeout. Here's Peterson with the pitch. Doesn't get the call. One ball, 2 strikes. Nice pitch by Peterson. Ground ball to third. Chopped up by Wheatley. Mark that one down as an E5. Would have been a tough play, but I still think that one's an error. Yeah, the official scorer here at Spitz called that E5 as well. Another run comes across to make it 10-2 for the Saskatoon Berries. Called strike. One ball, one strike, 2 out. 10-2 Barry's lead. Ball in the dirt. Runners will not advance. Game of inches here tonight. Fly ball that almost caught in center field. Another couple of runs scored there. A pitch that was maybe a strike, wasn't called a strike. A couple of runs scored there. Not that the this Barry's team isn't fantastic, but fly ball down the right field line. Out of play. Two balls, two strikes. Little chopper to Clairhout. He flips it over to Peterson to get the third out of the inning on a close play, but not before the Berries put up 3 more on 2 hits, and there was 1 Lethbridge error and 2 men left on base. After 5.5 complete, it is the Saskatoon Berries 10, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL Lethbridge Bulls Baseball live on FloCollege. T-Bone is a busy bull these days, so please give him a hand keeping Spitz Stadium clean by using the Ability Resource Center's recycling bins located throughout Spitz Stadium. Ability Resources is the official recycling depot of the Lethbridge Bulls and Spitz Stadium. We're back live at Spitz Stadium, home of the Lethbridge Bulls. This one is all Saskatoon Berries thus far. Berries lead after 5.5, 10-2 on 11 hits to the Bulls 4. Now pitching for the Saskatoon Berries. Jagger had himself a heck of a great outing. It turned out to be not a great start to this game, but he turned out to be a very good outing. Now pitching Clay Mixon. Baytown, Texas native. 10 appearances so far this season, 2-1 record. 22 strikeouts in 14 innings pitched. Anderchuk fouls one out to Parkside Drive. Steve Anderchuk, Bulls second baseman tonight. Platoons his time over at third base a time or two, second base time or two, shortstop I think once or twice this season. Called out on strike 3. Brings up Brennan McTavish, Lethbridge native. McTavish 1 for 2 on the evening. 283 on the season. Ground ball to third base. Throws across. Called out on the plate. Didn't look like he caught it, but then it was the transfer. For those who weren't watching, it didn't look like he caught it. I'm saying it was a catch, and on the transfer, Ron Shuchuk got that call right over at first base. Brings up Bernal. One ball, one strike. Check swing. Ground ball to second base. For the third out of the inning. The Bulls scored no runs, no hits, and there was no Saskatoon Barrie errors and no one left on base. After 6 complete, it's the Saskatoon Barries 10, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching WCBL, Lethbridge Bulls baseball on Flow Sports. Now on the hill for the Lethbridge Bulls, Aiden Newton. Robertson 1 inning of work. Newton out there to try to stop the bleeding a little bit. Bulls trail top of 7 by a score of 10-2 to this potent Saskatoon Barries offense. Few 11 hits so far. Barry's looking for their 33rd win of this season. Around the WCBL tonight, Medicine Hat leads Moose Jaw 5-0. Regina Red Sox up 3-0 against the Okotoks Dogs. Fort McMurray ahead of Sylvan Lake by a score of 4-1. And the Weyburn Beavers, led by head coach Ken Williams, taking it to the Swift Current 57s 6-0. That is your WCBL out-of-town scoreboard. Newton throws ball 1. Cooper Westland up to bat. 1 for 2 on the evening. 32 for 91 on the season. .361 batting average. Bulls trail 10-2. Newton with a fastball right down the middle of the plate for strike 1. Fly ball out to Bernie. Bernie makes the nonchalant-looking catch out there in left field for the first out. F7. Brings up Jalen Freeman. Also 1 for 2 on the night. 301 on the season. Fly ball, foul ball out of plate. 10-2. Berries lead the Bulls. Line drive over to Clairhout. I think he thought it was hit a little bit harder than it was, but he made the catch nonetheless for the second out of the inning. Brings up the Saskatoon leadoff hitter, Carter Beck. Beck hasn't had himself much of a night so far. Strike one called. No balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Ground ball to Anderchuk. This should do it. He throws over to first for the third out of the inning. Clean inning by Aiden Newton. Just what the doctor ordered. The Saskatoon Berries scored no runs, and there were no hits, and there were no Berries left on base and no errors committed by the Lethbridge Bulls. After 6.5 complete, it is time to stretch. It is Saskatoon Berries 10, Lethbridge Bulls 2. But we'll stay right here to watch Take Me Out to the Ball Game on FloCollege.
Board there means it's time for the 7th inning stretch. So I need everybody to get up. Big stretch. We got Nevin here from Wild 95. Nevin's going to take the heat off of me because he going to sing. So either cheer or boo and throw stuff. Totally up to you.
I mean, if you're going to throw stuff, thankfully I've got that net there. But I want everybody to sing along. You all know the words to Take Me Out to the Ball Game, so we'll start it off. If you don't know the words, thankfully we've got the video board at the end of the field. So, 1, 2, 3. Once the music goes. Take me out to the ball game. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2 at the old ball game.
There he was, Nevin Sereda from 95.5 Wild FM here in Lethbridge doing the Take Me Out to the Bulls game. Yeah, see if they can't get this Bulls team going a little bit. 10-2 Bulls trail in this bottom of the 7th inning. Luke Wheatley at the bat for this Bulls team, swing and a miss for strike 2. Bulls just haven't been able to get anything going offensively since the first inning. Little number back to the pitcher at for out number 1. Brings up the shortstop, J.C. Spinoza. Be back to the drawing board tonight for head coach Ryan McDonald and this Lethbridge Bulls squad to see if they can't solve what this juggernaut Saskatoon team is doing to this entire WCBL lineup this season. But that's the good thing about baseball. You can get back at it tomorrow. Then the Bulls have Saturday night off because it's the WCBL All-Star game. Most of the Bulls players have the night off. And then it's back to work on Sunday afternoon in Sylvan Lake. Ground ball in the middle from Spinoza. Nice play for the second out of the inning. Fantastic play by Medina. Funky cold Medina. Brings up Bernie Sakaris. Try to get something going here for this Bulls team. In the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a miss. Producer Clayton just had a joke that I told go right over his head, but he just acknowledged it. I'm really not that funny, Clayton. Fly ball to end the inning by Sakaris. Bulls, no runs, no hits, no Saskatoon errors, and no one left on base. After 7 complete, it's the Saskatoon Berries 10, your Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball right here on FloCollege. We're back here at Spitz Stadium, home of Lethbridge Bulls, in tonight's WCBL action between the Saskatoon Berries and the Lethbridge Bulls. Berries, it's been all Berries all night long since the first inning. Bulls took a 2-0 lead early, but Saskatoon came back with 3 in the top of the second inning and haven't looked back since. 2 scoreless innings since then. One of them was last inning, the first inning that Aiden Newton worked. Quite a short inning of 3 up, 3 down. Newton hoping to do the same and hopefully give this Bulls team a chance to put up some numbers in the bottom of the 8th and the bottom of the 9th, because they're going to need it, because the Bulls trail right now 10-2 against this potent Saskatoon Berries team. Now batting Menard. Big swing and a miss. Menard 1 for 3 on the night, 9 home runs on the campaign. Big swing and a miss. A little off-speed action from Newton. Soft-spoken Aiden Newton. Super, super nice individual. Must have fantastic parents. Product of the Prairie Baseball Academy. Check the swing. No go, says first base umpire, Mr. Ron Shuchuk. One ball, 2 strikes. Newton with the pitch. That time he did for the first out of the inning and a strikeout. Hang a K on that one. Brings up Medina. Foul ball down the first baseline. Spit Stadium crowd looking to keep this positive, see if they can't get something going. Looking for another 0 from Newton here. Foul ball to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. Newton is a strike thrower. Comes in handy in this game of baseball. Don't get cute. It's amazing what that does. Little bloop. Golfed. Out to Matsuzaki. He can't make the play. He was there in plenty of time. There in plenty of time and just hit his glove and popped out. Mark that down for an E9. Should have been the second out of the inning. But it's not, so now you got a runner at second. Just not a good start or a good play by Matsuzaki out there. There in plenty of time. It was an odd hit, just a little golf shot out there. Matsuzaki was right on top of it. Foul ball out of play. Just over onto a Parkside Drive. Bulls trail 10-2, runner at second, Newton on the hill. Wild 95 night at the ballpark. Hot shot to Spinoza. He throws it over to third, over to Wheatley. Gets the lead runner. Heads up play by Spinoza and Wheatley to get the out. Mark that one down 6-5 on your scorecard. The often spoken about, rarely seen 6-5 put out. Mayor of Spittsville, Mel Collier looking after some technical difficulties on the 50-50 machines, or else he made things technically more difficult. I'm not sure which one it was. Probably the second of the two. I don't think technology is up Mel Collier's alley. Ground ball to Wheatley over at third. He'll throw across the field. Hard throw over to Clairhout at first base for the third out of the inning. The Saskatoon Berries scored no runs on no hits. There was one Bulls error and one Saskatoon Berry left on base. After 7.5 complete, it's the Saskatoon Berries 10. Your Lethbridge Bulls 2. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball on FloCollege.
Is your family outgrowing your current space? It might be time to move up, and the Shauna Gruninger Group is here to help you find the perfect fit. With years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Lethbridge market, Shauna makes upgrading easy, stress-free, and exciting. Don't wait. Your dream home and more room to grow is just a call away. Let the Shauna Gruninger Group help you relax with RE/MAX Real Estate.
The Shauna Gruninger Group with RE/MAX Real Estate Lethbridge is proud to support the Lethbridge Bulls and baseball in southern Alberta. Whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about the market, we'd love to connect and offer a complimentary market evaluation. No pressure, just helpful info. And because we love giving back, we always have Bulls tickets throughout the season. Scan the QR code to get in touch. We'd love to see you at the game.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
We're back here at Spitz Stadium. Bulls trail, bottom of 8. (10-2). Lee Matsuzaki at bat. Drills one out to center field, but right at the center fielder for the catch for the first out. Carter Beck makes the play. Matsuzaki with a great piece of hitting there. Brings up Carter Clairhout. One of the lone bright spots offensively for this Bulls team with the 2-run home run in the first inning. Two 0 to Clairhout. Kliski on deck. Ground ball to first base, just fair. Flip for the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss by Kliski. Strike one. 2 out, bottom of 8. One ball, one strike. Three balls, one strike. Bulls trail 10-2. Kliski looking to get something going here with 2 out. Fly ball, foul ball back on the Parkside Drive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4 just missed on the outside part of the plate. Jack goes to first base. Brings up Andrechek. No balls, 1 ball, no strikes. Two balls, ball inside. Maybe getting something going here a little bit with runners at first and second. Brings up Brennan McTavish. Ground ball to second to end the inning. No runs. The Bulls scored no runs on no hits. There was 2 men left on base and no Saskatoon barriers after 8 complete. It's the Saskatoon Berries 10, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. We're back here at beautiful Spit Stadium, home of Lethbridge Bulls. Top of the 9th inning. Berries lead, and lead big, 10-2. Aiden Newton out for his 3rd inning of play. Or third inning on the mound. Got a substitute in for Murdoch. Now batting number 7, Turner Zadunich. Zadunich promptly hits one past Clairhout at first base. having to do all this. Pitching change coming up for the Lethbridge Bulls. Coming in to pitch for the Bulls, Lethbridge native Riley Pierce make his 4th appearance of the season. 2.1 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, 3 hits. Little mop-up duty here for Riley. Down on the field the other day for batting practice, and old Riley was taking a few swings like he was Shohei Ohtani out there hitting home run after home run after home run. It was quite entertaining to watch. Old Riley, young Riley, I guess, hit a few home runs. $560 take home. C2183 on the 50-50 draw. Corey Waters at the plate. One for 4 on the evening, 366 on the season. Heading the count 2-0. Walks him on 4 straight. Brings up Cooper Westland. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Just missed. 10-2 Barry's lead, 2-1. Ground ball, just foul. Luke Wheatley lost his sunglasses off the top of his hat on that diving play over at third. Not exactly sure why he needs to have sunglasses on the top of his hat when the sun hasn't been shining for about an hour and a half now, but that's, one of those style things all the cool kids are doing now for some reason. Hey, Clayton? Well, you don't have them on your hat. You just have them on your shirt. Like, I would put my sunglasses either, like, in the dugout. That way they won't get scratched. Instead of having them on your hat. That's just me. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 2 strikes, none out. 2 berries, 2 berries on. Pierce getting ready to get set. Ground ball just out of the reach of Spinoza. Barry held up at third by Chance Wheatley. Another. Well, no, Chance is the coach at third. He held him up. Luke's the guy who lost his sunglasses. Clayton was trying to, producer Clayton was correcting me, and he was incorrect. Remember the other day when I said Clayton's not a man of many words, he should just keep it that way maybe. I'm just kidding, Clayton. Clayton does a heck of a job for us here at Spitz Stadium, just having some fun with old Clayton. He didn't know that I knew that he knew that I knew that guy was a Wheatley as well, right? That's how it came down. There you go. He was the guy that was up here for the pregame show. Yeah. Anyways, nonetheless, bases are full of berries. 1 ball, 1 strike, 10-2. Evan Janner at the plate. .21 games played so far this season with a .236 batting average. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Just a barrel full of information tonight, Clayton. Two home runs on the season for Janner. And ball 4 to walk in the 11th run of the ball game. Out goes pitching coach Josh Bergman to check on Riley Pierce's arm. Medical malfunction, medical check out there. Won't be charged an official mound visit. Long conversation out there. Can't be good. It's either good or it's not. Pierce stays out there. Must be good, right, Clayton?
Yeah.
Do you think it is? Must be. Must be. Clayton says it must be. I don't think it is. Insider information might say something different. Leadoff hitter Beck. Bases loaded. Foul ball out of play. Few of the Spitz Stadium faithful still sticking around. Light breeze still. A little bit chilly outside. Nice night for baseball, though. Breaking ball for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Barry's looking to do some more damage here, extend their lead. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he got him swinging. Even with 11 runs on the board tonight, Beck hasn't had himself quite the eventful night. As opposed to this man, Ethan Menard. Heavy hitting Ethan Menard. 11-2 Barry's lead. Top 09. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 pitch away, as they say, from getting out of this. Ground ball out, ground ball, double play, and then you never know. Bulls could put up a bunch of runs, and a miraculous comeback could ensue. 11-2, Barry's lead. Curveball in the dirt, 3-1. Some action out in that Bulls bullpen. Sure, the Bulls coaching staff would rather Pierce get through this one on his own, get a ground ball and get out of it, than having to go to the bullpen. Save some arms for tomorrow. Ball 4, and he walked him in. 12-2, Barry's lead. Funky Cold Medina up to bat. A little pop-up up to Bernie. Bernie lost it in the lights, but he recovered, made the catch. Well, that'll cash in another run on the sacrifice fly. Bernie lost it for half a second there, but recovered nicely. For the second out of the inning. Not before the Berries score 1 run. 1 more run, make it 13-2. Brings up the catcher Sorensen. Runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Pierce. One ball, 1 strike. Pierce looking to put an end to this one. Big hack by Sorensen to no avail. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that got him on strike 3. But not before the Berries put up 3 more to make the score 13-2. You're watching Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball live on FloCollege. We're back live, bottom of 9, last licks for the Lethbridge Bulls. Down 13-2 to the Saskatoon Berries. It's been all Berries all night long since the first inning. Bulls came out storming, like I said, last half inning, but to no avail. It's just been all Berries all night long, and you just go back to the old drawing board a little bit later on tonight for Josh Bergman, Carlin Dick, Miles Fletcher, and head coach Ryan McDonald. Ben Simmons into pinch hit for the Bulls to see if he can't get something rolling. Pitching change as well for the Saskatoon Berries. Into the game, Carson Obrecht. His 7th appearance of the season, 1 save from Omaha, Nebraska. Simmons, 142 on the season. Had a tough go of it on, it was Sunday afternoon. Golden sombrero. Gets a piece of this one. Flares one down the left field line. Just out of play into the Charlton Hill patio. No balls, 2 strikes. Obrecht waiting for his guys to get in position. Ball 1 high and outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to third base. Throw across for the first out of the inning. Brings up the third baseman, Luke Wheatley. Where did you go to In-N-Out Burger there, Clayton?
I've been to a couple. Went to Las Vegas, In-N-Out,
Yeah.
California.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
You do, hey?
Yeah.
I think it's a little overrated. A little. That's just me, though. Whatever. Busy places, though.
I don't agree. It's my favorite.
It's Clayton's favorite. In-N-Out is Clayton's favorite. We learned something here tonight at Spitz Stadium, home of your Lethbridge Bulls. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wheatley looking to get something going for this Bulls club. Things have not gone their way. 4 hits on the evening. Just inside. Just missed Wheatley. 13-2. Berries lead the Bulls. Ground ball to third base. Throw across once again for the second out of the inning. Bulls down to their final out. Throwing in a pinch hitter. Dalen Blanchard up to bat, in for Spinoza. Big LSU Tigers fan. During batting practice, he says, "Go Tigers," every time he hits the baseball. It's a little bit odd, but it works for him. Bulls trail 13-2. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1. Blanchard started the season off gangbusters. Fly ball to left field, and that'll do it. All Berries all the time for their 33rd win of the season. 33-6 they are right now. Drops the Bulls. Tonight's the line, Saskatoon scored 13 runs on 13 hits. There were no errors. Lethbridge, 2 runs on 4 hits and committed 3 errors. That's it from Spitz Stadium. It is the Saskatoon Berries 13, the Lethbridge Bulls 2. You have just watched Lethbridge Bulls WCBL Baseball live on FloCollege. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening.